The golden age of American Indians found its true expression in the great cities of the Mississippian culture. They built a network of city-states equal to that of the ancient Greeks and their contemporaries in North America, the Maya.
At the start of the 20th century, archaeologists discovered huge pyramid mounds like this along the great river systems in the eastern part of the United States. Constructed from tons of earth, they were such a mystery that it was assumed somehow the Aztecs or Maya of Mexico must have built them. It turned out that these mounds were the centerpieces of a vast network of city-states, the likes of which had not been seen since the Greek Golden Age 1500 years earlier. At their zenith, they were the most powerful trade network in North America. Today, the American Indians who built those cities are called the Mississippian culture. With the arrival of the bow and arrow, a more efficient tool for hunting, and with surplus agriculture, the Mississippian culture emerged around 1000 AD. Unlike the surrounding woodland cultures, the Mississippian culture was based on centralized control by an elite class of chieftains. Political and religious leaders who ruled large urban complexes supported by the growing of corn. Within a short period of time, the Mississippian people created a network of cities. A trading empire stretching from the banks of the Mississippi to the eastern seaboard, from the shores of Lake Michigan to the Gulf of Mexico. Each city was ruled by its own chief. Founded around 900 AD, the early capital of this great civilization was Cahokia, located near present-day St. Louis. Within 200 years, Cahokia was a well-organized and carefully planned metropolis of more than 15,000 people, larger than most European cities at that time. Like all Mississippian cities, it was laid out on a north-south axis with a large central public area. At Cahokia, there were many small mounds, but they were all dwarfed by the largest earthenwork structure ever built in North America, Monk's Mound. Carrying on the tradition of the preceding woodland culture, many of the mounds were burial mounds. One of the most interesting features of Cahokia is a structure called Woodhenge, a celestial calendar named after its more famous counterpart, Stonehenge in Great Britain. Mississippian cities were typically walled, probably because of the hostile neighboring woodland cultures. Outside of the walls were the agricultural areas. From Cahokia, the Mississippians spread throughout eastern North America, building city-states along the many woodland rivers. Around 1100 AD, one such group arrived on the Crawfish River in present-day southern Wisconsin. Here the Mississippian peoples built a new palisaded city, today called Astalon. Outside of the stockade was a large area dedicated to growing corn. The urban complex was laid out on a north-south axis in the form of a rectangle. In the middle was a large public area. On the riverside was a walled-off area, a living area made up of circular and square houses. On the other side of the open space was another walled-off area, presumably the province of the elite. In the northeast and northwest corners were two great pyramidal platform mounds. On top were places of worship and/or homes for the rulers. It is surmised that the east-facing mounds brought the ruling class closer to the sun and the upper spirit world. Art was a big part of the Mississippian culture. They produced beautiful self-representations etched on seashells. Much of the way they wore their hair, their clothes and adornments closely resembled the Maya of Central America. The Mississippian culture's pottery was exceptional. The pottery designs, made by pressing wood paddles in the soft clay, appeared to be abstract at first, until mirror images of the designs on the paddles revealed effigies in the shapes of owls, cats, and other animals. Mysteriously, by 1400 AD, every Mississippian city in the Midwest, including Aztlan and Cahokia, had been abandoned. The balance of power shifted to the southeast, to new city-states such as those found in Okmulgee, Georgia. Sadly, within 200 years, these city-states were in great decline when in 1540 the Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto encountered one in present-day Alabama. When the last Mississippian city was emptied, so ended the greatest earthwork tradition the world had ever seen. Earthworks built by people who possessed a complex social organization and a remarkable artistic sense equal to any other great ancient civilization on our planet.